example, this time, his pride has been crossed everything. So again, Arjun shot an arrow and built a bridge. But this time, Hanuman was become more humble and prayed to Lord Ram to help him. So this time he jumped and broke. The bridge was broken. You understand? So now this is all of Arjun to enter into fire for himself. So Arjun said, all right, I'll enter into the fire and burn myself. And Hanuman saying, no, don't go, you're such a good devotee. Like this, that Brahmin enter into both of them in between. And all of them, both of them see, Hanuman sees that he is like Ram, he sees Ram, and Arjun sees Krishna. This is Srinathe Janaki Dante Abhedo Paramatmani. That story is verse is there. Srinathe Janaki Nate Abhedo Paramatmani. Momo Ram Rajiva Lokan. Hanuman says. There is no difference between Srinath and Janakinath, Krishna and Ram. But Janakinath, Ram Rajiva Lokan is very dear to me. He has occupied my heart.
That means disciple should be completely devoted to his own spiritual master.
Yes, own spiritual master. That is peace. One must such devotion. There is no difference. Because all are the disciples of Prabhupada. All are my spiritual masters. Because the God brother of my spiritual master is also my spiritual master. Mahaprabhu has thought so. But with my real spiritual master is very dear to me. He has occupied my heart. Hanuman said that.
He said that he does know Krishna.
Yeah, I don't know. He says, I know Srinath Janakinath Aveda Paramatma. Srinath and Janakinath. Krishna, Janakinath is husband of Janaki. Krishna and Ram, there is no difference, I know. But still, Ram Rajiva Lochan, you understand? That Ram is very dear. He has occupied me. No, Jivana Sarvasva, Ram Rajiva Lochan. Jivana Sarvasva.
No, but sometimes we misunderstand about this statement that between that our disciplic succession, Sikya Guru was until Bhaktivinoda Thakur, no, Gour Das Babaji, and now it's Dikya Guru. So can you explain nicely this about that statement?
Our disciplic succession, Guru Parampara, is Shiksha Parampara. You understand?
Yes.
Known as Bhagavat Parampara. Shiksha Parampara, not Diksha Parampara. It is up to that Gour Das Babaji. From Bhakti Siddhanta, Saraswati Goswami Maharaja, Diksha Parampara is going on. You understand? The previous parampara is Shiksha Parampara, not Diksha. You understand? So mostly our parampara is Shiksha parampara. Huh?
Yes.
A disciple or a devotee has two gurus, one Diksha and one Shiksha Guru. Diksha Guru must be one, but Shiksha Guru might be many, definitely. But who was, I must say, out of these two gurus, Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru, the Guru was solely occupied the heart of the disciple. This is the link.
It may be Sikya.
Maybe Shiksha or Diksha, whatever it may be. That is our principle. You understand? Yes, that's the principle. And both Diksha and Shiksha are of same level. Both gurus are of same level. Not one is superior and the other is inferior. No, one should not think like that. Because thinking is offensive. You understand? One should not think like that. Both gurus are of same level. Same level. As I was telling the other day, how both Shiksha and Diksha is required. Isn't it? And what is the business of Diksha Guru and what is the business of Shiksha Guru? I was telling that, isn't it? So both are required. Not the fact only one is required, no, both are required. And both are of the same level. But one was occupied the heart, is very dear. So disciple naturally is attracted towards him. You understand? Naturally attracted towards him. Either he may be Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru.
Can you specify the main difference between that previous system of only Sikya Guru and Diksha Guru? What's the main difference?
No difference.
That time they didn't use to take initiation. That was much.
Initiation is a request, always. Initiation is always required. Nobody can go without initiation. We cannot be linked up. You understand? But Shiksha parampara is something we say better because unless Shiksha, only Diksha won't do. Both are required. As I give the example, you think of what is the business of Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru. Diksha Guru's business is to establish relationship. You understand? Sambandha Jnana. You understand? He establishes a relationship. And Shiksha Guru's business is how to keep up that sambandha. How to keep up that relationship. You understand? The example the Acharya just gives. Suppose your legs are dangling in the air. So Diksha Guru fixes your leg on the land of Vrindavan. Your leg is fixed now. That Diksha Guru does so. But you have to move in the land. And Shiksha Guru teaches how to move. So thereby you can understand how both are equally important, equally required.
So the same spiritual master can be both,
Yes.
Diksha and Shikya. Like
Yes.
Prabhupada,
Yeah.
when Prabhupada came, he was himself Diksha and Shikya,
Yes.
give initiation and teach his disciple. And he said once that to his disciple, in the beginning, that no one can learn from Bhaktisiddhanta because they wouldn't understand anything.
Yeah. Yes.
So Prabhupada was both Dikya and Sikha.
Yes. Because as they both of them are same level, so Dikya Guru may be Sikha Guru and Sikha Guru may be Dikya Guru. You understand?
Yes.
And Prabhupada is both for us. Dikya Guru and Sikha Guru. Dikya Guru is one, Sikha Guru may be many. You understand? So, we may take Sikha from some other Guru. So they are also our Sikha Guru. But Sikha Guru is one, that is Prabhupada. He is both Sikha Guru and Dikya Guru. And besides him, other Sikha Gurus are there. Like that. You understand? And out of these Gurus, one who has occupied the heart, their disciple is attracted towards him. You understand? And it is not a fact that will disrespect the other Gurus. No. He will equally respect one and all. But that person occupied my heart. I am intimately connected with him. You understand?
Yes.
That Hanuman's example. That's Hanuman's example.
It's not the qualification of Sikha Guru by teaching or...
Yes, Guru teaches. And that question arose this time in this meeting. If someone accepts only Sikha Guru, not Dikya, what will happen? So this question is that, yes, he may accept a Sikha Guru, take Sikha. So from that Sikha he can understand what is Dikya and how it is needed. Then he will approach the same Guru for initiation. If he is so much attracted to that Sikha Guru, he will approach the same Sikha Guru for please initiate me. So he will become his Sikha Guru also. So both Sikha and Dikya are required. Understand? Question?
Yes, I have questions, but I think I want to prepare my questions and I can ask tomorrow. I want to think of 2 questions.
Right on.
It seems like I've been influenced by Guru Reform notes, and different philosophies. Over the last few years, I've been influenced to think a certain way, and now you're asking me to think a different way, the way I used to think when I first became a devotee. And it'll take me time to adjust. But I will write some specific questions. I have specific questions that I can ask you tomorrow.
Clarify all your doubts. There should not be slightest doubt. Samsaya Atma Vinasyati, Gita says. If you have slightest doubt, you will perish. Clarify all your doubts. And be convinced fully and be fixed firmly. Because you are there. completely Oriya. Because speaker is the other person, I am not the speaker. I just help.
Yes. He's a very good preacher, isn't he?
Yes, he is a good preacher.
Seems like he knows quite a lot.
He knows.
I'm amazed.
You're amazing. He said that, asked him and he said he learned everything just from here. Never he didn't know anything about scriptures.
No.
I asked him, I said to Kalakanta, I said, how is it you know so many shlokas? What did you do to learn? And he's so humble. He said, you have to give me a mercy to the most fallen. He said, I'm the most fallen. You have to give me a mercy. And he seemed like he's like really thinking himself. He's very humble.
Yes. Yes. While listening, he learned all this stuff. And he has an interest in it. Develop interest. The question of interest. Then you can learn easily.
Even if it's not our material propensity, we can still transcend our
Transcendental propensity, yes. How can I learn all these things? For my preaching purposes.
Some people who've been in the same situation I have, with the Guru's situation, they're gifted and they have the ability to remember so many shlokas and they know so many things, but somehow I don't have that ability. Is this just material karma because they don't have a proper Guru and is it working on karma?
Yes, that the question of Guru Krupa, the mercy of Guru. Mukam karoti vachalam, as I say. One may be dumb, he doesn't know what to say, but he receives Guru Krupa. As soon as he opens his mouth, he speaks Vedas.
What if he doesn't have a genuine Guru? He has a Guru that takes him into a life and then takes another one, takes him into a life. In the meantime, the disciple knows so many shlokas. Is that material karma or is that Guru Kripa?
Yes, not, but he has Shiksha Guru from whom he has learned all these things. So many Shiksha Gurus is in the society, so he is listening to other Gurus or Vaishnavas speaking, so he has learned.
So then in that situation, is it possible that a devotee could make spiritual advancement if maybe his Diksha Guru is not connected perfectly, but he has many Siksha Gurus and he's serving those Siksha Gurus and hearing, can he still make a little more spiritual advancement?
Yes, when he receives Shiksha, you understand? So he can understand that the necessity of Diksha. Diksha Guru's business is to establish a relationship. So then he can understand I have not established any relationship. Or my relationship has not been established properly. So it should be first properly established.
That's with Krishna, right?
With Krishna. Yes. That means I must accept as Diksha Guru. He can understand by Shiksha. You understand?
You don't have the proper understanding at all.
Yes. Then you will approach. If he is too much attached to that Shiksha Guru, there may be many Shiksha Gurus, but to whom he is most attracted or attached, he will approach that person, please initiate me. Then he will become his Diksha Guru. That's all right.
He can both.
He can both. Diksha Guru and Diksha Guru. Yes. Or if he says, all right, I am not a qualified person, so become a Diksha Guru, you go under approach of a certain person. You may recommend someone's name. You understand? So under his direction, the devotee may approach that person. This is also process. It's also process.
But
Yes, as Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is the Sikha Guru of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, Swami Maharaja. But he directed him to go and approach Bhakti against the Gour Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj for Diksha. And he went.
Was Gour Kishore Das Babaji, was the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati consider Gour Kishore Das Babaji was the Siksha Guru as well?
No, but this Siddhanta Diksha Guru is Gour Kishore Das.
I realize that, but did he consider Gour Kishore Das Babaji his Diksha Guru and Siksha Guru as well?
Yes. Both Sikha Guru and Diksha Guru are of equal level. But his main Sikha Guru is the Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
But Gour Kishore Das Babaji gave some instructions also.
Yes, some instruction, he initiated him. And Bhakti Siddhanta is his only disciple. He was not accepting any disciple. He was Bhajananandi. You understand? Only Goshthanandis accept disciples.
Well, if I just simply mind, it's mostly Siksha.
Siksha Parampara, yes.
Siksha Parampara.
Yes.
Gour Kishore Das Babaji was
Comes under. Therefore he came under this succession because he is the Guru of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Swami. You understand?
There was some Siksha link also?
Yes, Siksha link, Bhakti Vinod, then comes Gour Kishore, isn't it? So the link between Bhakti Vinod and Gour Kishore is Siksha link, not Diksha link.
And between Gour Kishore Das Babaji and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta only Diksha?
Both.
Both.
Both. Is both. Is both. And from Bhakti Siddhanta, this Diksha process is working.
from Bhakti Siddhanta.
From Bhakti Siddhanta. But previously all Siksha process.
The Prabhupada also, he accepted Bhakti Siddhanta, Diksha and also Sikha.
Diksha and also Sikha, yes.
And Prabhupada disciples something also.
Something like that. Yes, Diksha and Sikha.
You were saying that Srila Prabhupada had one instruction from his spiritual master, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, and to go to the West and preach, which he did. But Prabhupada's desire was so pure, he fulfilled all of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta's desires. He had many other, desires, not particularly wanting Prabhupada to do, but Prabhupada fulfilled all of them.
Yes. That will automatically come if is a dear disciple. It's automatically come. Yes, begin the class.
Okay. So this is a great opportunity. And sometimes when I'm speaking with you, I have maybe just a few questions. And then through the course of the conversation, Krishna gives me more questions. And it's not even planned conversation. It just happens, these topics come up. And yesterday, topics came up and I could see the doubts in my heart being revealed, coming out. So for me to express my thoughts, the only way I could is first if I could explain a few minutes the history when I joined ISKCON, so that I can express what my mentality is, and then you can help me. So I was in the Air Force, military.
Air Force?
Yes, I was stationed I was from America, stationed in England. And then I met devotees when I went back to America, and then when I went back to England, Rohini Nandana preached to me. And this was only a few weeks after Prabhupada had left the planet. So at the time, no one really knew the position of initiating Guru. It wasn't decided until Mayapur festival. So Jai Tirtha was initiating Guru there. And Vipamukha,
Huh? এইটা সামনাগর করছেন না এই লাইন
I don't mean to give you so much detail. I'll be very brief to the point. Anyway, so the mentality at that time, when these initiating gurus, you remember that at the beginning they didn't know what to do. Then finally they were thinking they're just like Prabhupada, so they should be given the same honor. So then I was in England, and I was thinking he's Uttama Adhikari, and my main guru to worship. And then I went to Detroit, and I worked under Naveen Krishna. Maybe you know Naveen Krishna. He's Indian devotee.
Yeah.
And he was also, pushing that the guru is absolute. And same philosophy that's for thousands of years, if the guru could fit the qualification. So I was like myself, very surrendered. And just like you're speaking of now, how we have to accept our guru as all in all, I was thinking like that then. And I was much more happy in those days, being a brahmachari and doing Sankirtan and really surrendered. And then in '82, when Jaitirtha fell away, they had, it seems like, because my realization is that their realization at the time was more on the relative platform. So therefore it's subject to change according to the circumstances. So then they changed, like the whole GBC bodies was emphasizing Srila Prabhupada, saying he made you all a devotee, it was his temple, his devotees, his books. In other words, all the credit goes to Prabhupada, and we shouldn't follow these like a personality cult, and otherwise we could leave ISKCON. So they were preaching like that, and then I was kind of like forced into taking initiation from Rameshwar. Although I had a lot of attachment to Jaitirtha, I still have some, maybe it's some sentimental, but I just, the way he was before he fell into Maya, he was humble. And then I was like kind of forced to take reinitiation, through intimidation. So I took initiation from Rameshwar, but he was teaching us that all of the gurus, we should see Madhyamadikari, and Prabhupada is a center. In other words, Prabhupada is a center for 10,000 years, he's the main guru, and we're just like the medium between Prabhupada and you. And that's the way. And then Ravinder Swarup wrote one paper saying like the Ramanuja Sampradaya is going on because they put Ramanujacharya as center and not the, am I expressing myself okay? And then I read the Guru Reform book, and I spoke to Satguru Maharaj, and then this mentality of putting Prabhupada in the center and having a Diksha Guru who's not so prominent. It's kind of like, it just seems like over the years I've had so many different ideas of what is Guru, becoming a little perplexed. And now I hear where you're preaching. I can find it definitely, it goes with Prabhupada's books and with what a guru is supposed to be.
Yes.
So how can I uncontaminate my heart and my mind from all of this bad experiences in the past?
Forget the past. Then our saying. Forget the past. You understand?
Yes.
This is general saying.
General saying.
Yeah. And future is uncertain. Act in the living present. This is general saying. You understand? Gatasya sochana nasti. That's in Sanskrit. Don't lament over the past activities. This is God. Yes. You understand? So, act in the living present. That is the best way, an intelligent way. You understand? This is past, finished. We should not lament over it. It is gone.
But as far as our conditioning, the way our mentalities become developed from so much propaganda or preaching in a certain way, evolving to a certain point, practically many devotees right now are thinking that the Diksha Guru is just connecting them and Prabhupada is the primary Guru, and they're not looking at the Diksha Guru as...
You see, that thinking is not correct. Prabhupada is founder Acharya, but you cannot be linked with Prabhupada directly. You understand? You should go through the present link. You understand? If someone thinks like that, yes, Prabhupada, I will link Prabhupada directly. Why not someone think I will link directly with the Bhakti Siddhanta, with Bhakti Vinod? In that way, some may think this is mental speculation.
Yes, that's one argument.
Yes. No, Shastra doesn't support it. You understand? It is not Shastric way, it is not Maharaja's way. No. One should go through the present ruling, Prabhupada Acharya, who is present now. You should go through him. One cannot do that. It is not Shastric. Is there any instance in Shastra? Can someone show Shastra like that?
No.
No, no such instance. How can that be? No.
This is like Govinda Srup's paper. You remember that paper
Yes.
a few years ago? From my remembrance, I'm not so perfectly sure, but what I do remember was that he was saying that because of Prabhupada's unique position in
Prabhupada's unique position, we admit it. You understand? Nobody can be equal with Prabhupada. That we admit. We are his servants. You understand? We cannot be equal with our Guru. That's a fact. Similarly, Prabhupada says, I cannot be equal with Bhakti Siddhanta. This is the process.
You don't like accident.
It has learned, Amara. It has learned.
And what was there?
Right. এটা হউনি আমার চালু নেই You understand? That is humbleness, humility. Srila Sunichina, that is Vaishnava etiquette. Vaishnava should not be puffed up. I understand dust, speck of dust at the feet of my Guru. How can I be equal with my Guru? I can sit with the same seat, the same rank or same position, no. This is Vaishnava etiquette. You understand? But one should go to present link. This is the process. And this is according to Sadhu, Shastra, Guru.
Okay, that's accepted. And I can understand that, and I'm thinking like this. Now, what I remember about Govinda Srup's paper, he was saying you still need a guru, but that Prabhupada, because of his unique position,
Yes.
he's the center of ISKCON, and he's the center of all of our activities.
Yes, that's all right. So we are followers of Prabhupada. So we teach the philosophy of Prabhupada that has come through discipline to him, that he imparted us. He had imparted us. You understand? So we must say, we must glorify our Guru. He is unique. He is the center. Nobody can be equal to him. That we should say as a disciple. But the new devotees, new disciples coming, what can they do? Can they link to Prabhupada directly? No. They should go through the current link.
Okay, so supposedly I'm going through you, you're my guru. So maybe you can explain to me what is my relationship with Prabhupada? I know it's directly through you.
Prabhupada is your grand guru. You understand?
Yes.
Yes. Prabhupada has himself said. That question was asked to Prabhupada. What will be after you, those devotees and disciples who come, what will be their relationship with you, Prabhupada? Prabhupada said that. They are my grand disciples. It's Prabhupada's own person. You are Prabhupada's grand disciple. grandfather.
I guess he was my grandfather all the time.
Yeah, Darshan. Yes. This is the spiritual process. According to Sadhu Shastra, one cannot directly link with Prabhupada. No. That is, we have discussed enough on this matter. Previous years and this year's also. So that paper came out. All accepted that paper. All the busybody, all the managers. It is well discussed, and all questions were answered. So all accepted it. Now it is circulated through all his concentrators. Then
It was actually the other day I said one devotee of one of the gurus who's in good standings was telling me that my guru is just my Diksha guru and the primary guru is Prabhupada. And you said that wasn't correct. That was a disciple of Satsut Maharaj who said that to me about 1 month ago.
Diksha Guru and Prabhupada is Sikha Guru. He said like that.
He was saying, well, Prabhupada, he's just my Diksha guru and
Present Guru.
my present guru, but my main guru is Prabhupada. Satsut Maharaj, he said, was his Diksha guru, but my main guru is Prabhupada.
Can you be linked directly with Prabhupada? Ask him. Yeah.
Well, he's thinking through Prabhupada, but he's still accepting direct instructions from
If
Prabhupada.
Prabhupada is not physically present, you cannot link him directly.
Right.
You understand?
Yes.
Prabhupada is Guru for one and all. That's as we say, Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. Krishna is Jagat Guru. The Guru, the split succession begins from Krishna. So, all say Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. Krishna is Jagat Guru, we are seeking. Similarly.
So then, can I understand that the way that GBC was preaching before, that was just time and circumstances so that the devotees wouldn't leave ISKCON? In other words, by saying you're connected to Prabhupada, Prabhupada's the main guru, that's the way they were preaching. Was that because they were afraid the devotees would leave ISKCON and join their fallen guru? So they were trying to protect them from that.
Those devotees left ISKCON, they are disciples of Prabhupada, isn't it? They found themselves in an awkward position when their god brothers, some of their god brothers became gurus and were being worshipped, thinking themselves that we are the same rank with Prabhupada. First it was being done. It was not the correct process. One should not think like that. So that changed, you see. That's not the correct. We cannot be equal with our Guru. How can we sit with the same level with our Guru? I am his disciple, I am eternally disciple. You understand?
It's impossible.
Eternally I am disciple. How can I be equal rank with him? Not at all. They were thinking, and that thinking was wrong. Therefore, some of them fell down. You understand? Therefore, many of the devotees couldn't appreciate it. So that system is gone. You understand? Now it's all right. System is all right. System is all right now.
The only problem I see is that there's no uniform, united understanding. Like everyone's thinking a little different of what is Guru. It's not so united. Some people are thinking that I'm just connecting my disciple, and they kind of like water it down. I'm just connecting my disciple to Prabhupada. I'm just a link. And I'm just giving them Prabhupada, actually. They're thinking, I'm just a medium. And they're not like giving credit.
Yes, that is the proper way. My Guru has ordered me to collect men for his mission. You understand? So I am collecting men for his mission.
So the Guru is thinking like that.
Yes.
The disciple has to think differently.
That I think, and it should be taught. You understand? You are all Prabhupada's men, we say. My Guru was saying like that. My Guru, you are saying, is sending people, his men to me, to fulfill his mission. So this is the system. So I say, or we should say like that. Prabhupada is sending. These are all Prabhupada's men. He is sending to me to be trained by me to expand his mission. You understand? That Prabhupada told me here in that house room. You understand? You should have your disciple. You should have your own men. You should train them. Then otherwise, how can you manage? He told me, what does it mean? He wanted me to accept disciple and to train them to manage his mission. You understand? So, we are just following the order of my spiritual, I am just following the order of my spiritual master. That's all right. My spiritual master said so. So I am doing that. You understand? Yeah.
So I understand that.
Well, I say the same thing. Prabhupada is in unique position. We cannot be equal because we are his disciples. We are just as a speck of dust at his feet. We are just, according to the order of my spiritual master or our spiritual master, we are just acting. You understand? To give up his mission and spread his mission. That way. Yes. And training the new devotees, or neophyte devotees, those are coming to the society, to work in the mission. They need training, and we are there to give them training. So the disciples or new devotees, neophytes, those who are coming, they should accept the present link as their guru, who is their preceptor, who gives them training. They are good. It's all yes. As Prabhupada is my guru, as I worship my guru, they should worship their guru. Prabhupada said, they are my grand disciple. Then
very clear.
you cannot be disciple of Prabhupada.
Well, I'm not trying to jump over.
No.
I'm just trying to understand.
Yes, you know.
Clear.
Yes, Prabhupada himself has said this thing. Lord, and you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You were giving the example of Hanuman
Yes.
not knowing anything about Krishna, but only knowing Ram.
Yes.
So is that example applicable to knowing my Diksha Guru but not knowing Prabhupada? I mean, it seems
No.
it's not applicable.
Ram, you see, that is another devotion, example of another devotion.
Anala?
Another devotion. Hanuman says, Srinathe Janaki Nathe Abheda Paramatmani Mama Jivana Sarvasva Rama Rajivanocha. I know it very well. Srinatha, that means Krishna, and Janakinatha, Ram, they are one and non-different. I know it. But Rama Rajiva Lochana, Lord Ram has occupied my heart. I am devoted to him, not to Krishna, Srila. You understand? This is another devotion. You understand?
I'm not sure this word annulled.
unalloyed devotion.
Unalloyed.
Yes, you understand? This is an example of unalloyed devotion. You see, we all, the disciples of Prabhupada, that means my god brothers, we are all equal. You understand? The god brother of your guru is also a guru. As good as your guru. Mahaprabhu has taught us that. You understand? This is Vaishnava principle. But they are equal, non-different. You understand? But I am devoted to this person. As Hanuman said.
I see the analogy now.
You understand? I am attracted to one individuality. I equally respect them because they are all my gurus. Because they are god brothers of my guru. You understand? But I am devoted to, attached to, most intimately attached to certain person. He has occupied my heart. And this is an example of Hanuman. You understand? You understand now?
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes it more understandable.
You know,
So can grand disciple of Prabhupada think like this, that my spiritual master is so merciful to me, he's given me the process, he's helped me to advance.
yes.
By his mercy I'm understanding Srila Prabhupada's position
Yes.
better.
Talk is going on. But that's not correct. They have misdirected the devotees. I will say like that.
I hear some devotees say, I don't know Prabhupada, I only know my Diksha Guru.
Yes, Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru,
But,
whoever may be,
but isn't that the other
the
side?
person who has occupied my heart, he may be my Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru. They are equal level. They are of equal level. You understand?
But isn't it better to say that because of my spiritual master's mercy, I'm understanding Prabhupada,
Yes.
as opposed to saying, I don't know Prabhupada, I only know my spiritual
Yes,
master.
I don't know Prabhupada. You understand? I was saying, you see, when Sanatana Goswami came out from his previous ashram, you understand? He was the minister of Hussain Shah. He left it. And he came out anyhow. He was imprisoned, you see, by Hussain Shah. He died. As Rupa Goswami said, give them dry. I have kept 30 lakhs of gold coins. That story was that. Anyhow he get out. She got out of it. And he came to Kashi. At that time, Mahaprabhu was in Kashi. You understand? He met Mahaprabhu there. Then Mahaprabhu embraced him and said, Krishna Dayamoyo. Krishna is very merciful. He showered his mercy on you, therefore you are not able to get out of the deep dark well of material existence. You understand? He said like that. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, the description is there. But Sanatana Goswami said, Krishna ami nahi jani. I don't know Krishna. Tomar Kupamani. I know that it is your mercy that I could come out. You understand? I don't know Krishna. Krishna ami nahi jani. They are Kumar Krupamani. You understand? It is your mercy. I know you. I don't know Krishna. Similarly to God. You understand?
But like if we're preaching and we present ourselves that we don't know Prabhupada, how can we preach? If we have to present Prabhupada.
Yes, we previously we didn't know Prabhupada. Now I could know by the mercy of my Lord. That's all right. Yes.
Because I think that what you're saying to me makes sense. Because if I really knew Prabhupada and I was really convinced, maybe I wouldn't have any material desires. I would be fully convinced Krishna is the all in all. So maybe I need mercy so I can get more conviction.
Yes. This is process. You cannot understand Prabhupada completely. By reading his books, you may form some idea, but you cannot completely understand Prabhupada because you have no direct connection, and you cannot get direct mercy from him. You will get his mercy through his bona fide representative, now present. As Krishna says, you understand? Bhaktanam jo bhakta. Is very dear to me. This one person there. Who is directly mind devotee, they are not mind devotee. Those are devotee of mind devotee, they are very dear to me. What does it mean?
It means Krishna appreciates when they're serving his devotees. So similarly, Prabhupada would appreciate more if I went through his dear disciples.
Disciples. You understand? Prabhupada said same thing. You understand? If you want to love me, love those who love me. Then I will be pleased. What does it mean?
They say, if you love me, if you love my dog, how does that go?
Yes.
If you love me, show by loving my dog or something like that.
Yes. Like that. Yes.
I don't know how it goes.
Yes. Those who love me, you love them. If you can love them, they are with you. Listen, as Krishna says, this process.
Please forgive me from all my offenses. I feel like I'm so contaminated from previous conditioning, and I'm just thinking this in the wrong way.
Yes, because you have not been properly taught. That's not your mistake. You understand? That's not. I won't say that is your mistake. You are in such a circumstances, such condition that you have not been properly taught. You understand? Those who had given you any teaching, they cannot give you the proper teaching. I would say like that.
And they've changed over the years,
Yes. And because they have no clear conception of the philosophy, I would say like that.
100%.
You understand?
Like I listened to tapes 1966 of Srila Prabhupada, and 1976 Srila Prabhupada saying the same thing. But these people who are posing as gurus, in 1978 they're saying one thing, 1983 they're saying a little bit different, changing.
Yes.
So it's all relative platform.
Yes. Because they have no clear conception.
I agree with what you're saying. It's explained that the guru can know the heart of the disciples. So I can ask you, maybe you can examine my heart and help me to get rid of all my material propensities, material desires, and whatever it takes to help me.
Yes, Guru will help. That is why one accepts a Guru. Because I am so fallen, I am so contaminated, and I am so much attached to Maya, material, enjoyment. Please help me. Guru's business to help you. You understand? To take him out from the clutches of Maya, from the fort of Durga, fort, court of Durga Devi. Durga Devi has made you prisoners, conditioned souls. So take out one prisoner of prison house of Durga. You take to the lotus feet of Krishna. Yes, spiritual masters visits. Then spiritual master says, if I can take out one of the prisoners successfully, then my business as Guru is successful. When successful, I think so. That's what this Siddhanta said like that. You understand? If you can take out one of the prisoners successfully from the prison house of Durga Devi, Maya Devi, so it is the greatest philanthropy work. It cannot be equal. Opening so many hospitals, so many those things, colleges, schools are doing so many things. It cannot be equal. As I just said so. This is the only plan for Upakara.
Can I ask you a question? I was wondering, if I had come here and I was a brahmachari, then probably you would have ordered me to stay brahmachari. So I was previously, I never told you this, in 1982, before Jai Tirtha left, he made arrangements for me to marry this Indian devotee from England. She was born in Nairobi. And then she was very inauspicious from the beginning, middle, and end. It was hell. I went through complete hell for 4.5 years. And I was married to her.
You are married?
What?
You were married previously?
Previously, as a devotee. But she was 4 years older than me and very unchaste. She was like falling for other men. And I was advised by all my authorities to break it off. I won't go into any details, but I really suffered like anything.
Yes, that is stated. Wife is unchaste. It is very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yes. We say, that's one saying, uncontrolled mind and unchaste wife are same. They are enemies. They are enemies. Uncontrolled mind is your enemy, and unchaste wife also enemy.
I found it very difficult at that time, being married to someone who's like that, to purify myself from lust. And I found myself kind of overwhelmed. And then when I left, I felt much stronger.
It's better to give it up. Give her up. So one should not accept such a woman.
It was very painful. But I would have, if I had come here like a year ago, maybe you would have helped me and I would have stayed brahmachari, or maybe make me into a brahmachari. That would have been possible.
You are married. You have accepted his wife.
Maybe it's Krishna's arrangement. Because
whatever it was, it must be Krishna's arrangement. How could it take place? You understand? You are a married man, you are a husband, already a wife. You understand? But other day I told you, Bhubaneswar is also a kind of brahmachari. He is known as Bhagwan or Moshaki. You understand? Therefore in the little campus in Bhagavatam, Krishna himself was teaching Uddhava about Vastasrama, duty of Bhubaneswar. You understand? That is their teachings are there. So first he said Brahmacharyam, Tapasam, Bhutasangam, Rastasya Vinudam, Sarveshang Madhupasam. First verse. This is then successive verses are there. You understand? First thing he says brahmacharya. Grosli is also brahmacharya. So keep up brahmacharya. That means controlled sex life, not uncontrolled. And once a month, that we say, her procreate, progeny, sons and daughters, devotee sons and daughters. Menstrual period is there once a month, and that is the time of conception, isn't it? So, you meet your wife once in a month in proper period to give her a child with that intention, not for sexual pleasure. Ebam bevaya pradaya narati. Bhagavad also says that. Bevaya means I have accepted a wife and we are married for prajaya, for procreating praja, progeny. Not for prati means not for sexual pleasure. For the pleasure of Krishna. Procreate Krishna bhaktas, devotee sons and daughters. This is Vaishnava way. So both husband and wife should know this thing. Otherwise there will be friction. You understand? It is said that women are 9 times greater than males in sexual affairs. Their sexual desire is 9 times greater. And so it's very difficult to please a woman. Yes, very difficult. I was a Gurustha. I have experience. I have 7 children. You see, still I couldn't satisfy my mind. I told her, I gave you 7 children. What more you want? At last I left her. You see. By nature they were lost. They are lost. Very difficult to satisfy a woman. That's a fact.
I mean, despite all this, I was thinking that if Krishna made this arrangement specifically so she can have Guru.
Yes. If both of them have spiritual master will control them. Otherwise, very difficult. So, they will think of no spiritual master but also. So, both of them will be self-restrained. No spiritual master said so.
Every time you've spoken with her, it's helped her so much. Now she's happy and peaceful. And
yes, that's it. We say that master is required. As the mind is wicked, mind wants a superior command, higher command. That is the command of spiritual master. Then this wicked mind will be trained. Similar. Guru means is the controller. Guru Karma Bharo. You say. 2 meanings it has. Karma means ear. Literary meaning. You understand? Guru can catch hold of your ears and slap. What nonsense. What are you doing? Nonsense. Like that. But Guru will inflict discipline. Disciple means he should be under discipline. And Guru has that right. You understand? Another thing is, in that sense, steering. Karma means steering, and the steering of the vehicle. The driver is there, and he has got hold of the steering. And accordingly, the vehicle will move. The vehicle will not move hither and thither. Similarly, Guru is the steering holder. So disciples can move hither and thither under his guidance or control or discipline. They will go on in their daily life. You understand? It is like so Guru, one should have a spiritual master. Otherwise he will be indisciplined. You understand? So Guru gives order, command, no, you can do like that. You do like that. So yes, remember what non-Guru has said, so we can do like that. Then automatically one should be restrained, otherwise it is very difficult to restrain oneself. The mind is very wicked, senses are very wicked. You understand?
Did you want us to give us our names?
Yes, names.
No, I mean, you said you had a logbook or something we could write our... In other words, because our previous names were different from our devotional names.
I'll give new name, everything new. That's all right.
No, but Amarama told me that I should give you my Karmi name.
Karmi name, yes, you give me your Karmi name. So I will give the spiritual name.
You want me to do that tonight or
No,
tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Day after tomorrow is
Initiation.
notions of liberation.
So I can write it on a piece of paper?
Yes, tomorrow.
Submit it to you.
Tomorrow.
What information do you
I
want?
have a register that will enter in my register. Your Karmi name, address, everything. I will call you.
Okay.
I will write down. Some informations are there. So I will ask you and write down.
I'm really finding that it's really mercy Krishna's giving me that I'm meeting you, my spiritual master.
Yes, Krishna is mercy, Mahaprabhu is mercy. Prabhupada is very mercy. Yes. You are in his movement, you are working in his mission. So this is Prabhupada's mercy, my Guru Maharaj's mercy. Mahaprabhu's mercy.
You were saying in class that, that because we're preaching, Lord Chaitanya gives us special protection.
Yes.
And I felt many times when so many tests came along, because I was preaching, I felt like some protection from Lord Chaitanya, helping me to stay in the right, line.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Mahaprabhu protects, Prabhupada protects, Guru protects. Yes, you feel that. Definitely, this is the problem. This is my own realization. I feel. So, when I am going somewhere preaching, I could see my spiritual master Prabhupada, how he is there, how he is prompting me, how he is helping me, how he is protecting me. My personal realization. Yes.
I have a question. So for years I haven't had proper guru. But even when I didn't have any guru, sometimes I'm preaching and I still felt sometimes like being out there preaching that Krishna's speaking through, helping me to say the right things to preach. So how is it that I'm able to do that without proper spiritual master? Could Prabhupada tonight?
No, yes, to know is Chaitya Guru. Paramatma in follow, Paramatma form is in the body's heart, known as Chaitya Guru. That Chaitya Guru assumes a body and becomes Guru. That is in Upanishad. Namatma pravachana labdho no medhaya no bahuna sutena jama vaisha grunte tena labdhastasisatma vigrunte tonu swam. That verse is there. Kathopanishad. So, Paramatma vibrunute tonu assumes body. You understand? And appears before the aspirant disciple, devotee as Guru.
So because we're not having guru, Krishna is carrying what we're lacking and helping us?
Yes, Krishna is helping us and Krishna is also helping you to have a proper Guru.
Thank you very much. I'm probably very busy. I don't want to hold you up. Okay.
Yes. I think you be happy. Chant Hare Krishna. and engage yourself in devotional service properly, be properly situated and be happy. Then I will be happy. Yes.
Thank you very much.
So we should take lesson from it. Yes, Shastra says, Guru says this thing. So that I am master of my mind, I should control my mind. I should not be the servant of my mind. A human being should do like that. Because human being, your consciousness is superior than that of the other animals, you see, other than human beings, without plant. Their consciousness is very, very low consciousness, covered consciousness. But the consciousness of a human being is better, superior. So these teachings are given to human beings, Vedic teachings, not to other animals. They cannot accept it, you see. So you being a human being, if you behave like an animal, what to speak of you? Then Krishna will, the next life, will grant you an animal life or become animal. Instead, become an ass, hawk, stone. It's like, one should understand it. I have become a human being. Krishna is so merciful that I am born as a human being, barely obtainable body, human form of body, and what is the purpose of this body? Purpose is karma paramartha, Krishna bhakti. Only in this body it can be achieved, this paramartha. Only for this purpose this body is meant. So I saw, try my best, I must endure. Every sort of endeavor must be made. So, of this Krishna Bhakti, I have to develop it, I have to make advancement in this path that human beings should know. And that is only endure in this life. He or she should not act like an animal. Act like an animal. Should not be. You understand? Yes. Therefore one accepts a spiritual master. Spiritual master controls. He is controller. You understand? He is steering holder. Spiritual master is steering holder. Guru Karnadharang, Bhagavatam says. Karnadhara means steering holder. Karnadhara means catches hold of this ear and slaps. Pure nonsense. And ask her, what are you doing? Why are you acting like an animal? Well, you human being, why are you acting like an animal? Act like a human being. Take these lessons. Obey this order. Mend yourself. Don't be servant of your mind and senses. Be master. That Guru says. You understand? Yes.
What if the disciple accepts the spiritual master and he's not putting himself in a situation where the spiritual master is controlling the mind and his mind is difficult to control? What to do?
That means to obey the order. It is difficult. That's true. Arjuna said, Krishna has admitted. But Krishna says, you should practice vairagya. You understand? And Srimad Bhagavatam said, Which weapon is astro? Guru Padasrayo astro. It is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam. It's a weapon to control the sweet mind is accepting a spiritual master. Guru Padasrayo. That is like weapon. You understand? Because Guru instruction, Guru's order, that is weapon. Guru has said, you should do like this, you should behave like this, you should act like this, you should not do like this. Some do, some don't do. Guru has said, and you should obey very strictly. Thereby you can control your mind. No other way, that is weapon. You understand? Astra means weapon. Bhagavatam says that. You understand?
So it would be the duty of the disciple, if he finds himself in that situation, to approach the spiritual master,
Yes.
posing questions.
Yes, must question. Must clear his doubts. If there is doubt in it, he cannot understand. He or she cannot understand. She must ask spiritual master. And what the spiritual master says, that should be accepted. Understand? Darshan. That's your question.
What if you have an authority, but you can't accept them? You can only accept your spiritual master because you just see that they've got faults and you feel like they're putting you down.
Saying, what if you're accepting an authority and you can't accept this authority? You can only accept the spiritual master because you feel the authority is putting you down.
Yes.
She's actually speaking about me.
Yes. Yes, that's authority. Spiritual master is authority, bona fide authority. So spiritual master says, be devoted to your husband. Then that's all. You understand?
What if she's looking at the husband has so many faults? Like, I get very angry, I lose my patience after dealing with so much problems, so many months. It's just like I blow up. What if she's looking at me like in a mundane way, and she can't respect me? What to do?
No. If so, have you read that purport of Srila Prabhupada?
Yes.
What he has said? If husband is a Vaishnava husband, you understand? Vaishnava husband means he has accepted a bona fide spiritual master. So he is under his discipline. You understand? He is doing sadhana under the guidance of that spiritual master. He is treading this path of devotional service. He is Vaishnava. So Vaishnava, the husband is a Vaishnava. The wife should be devoted to such a Vaishnava husband. You understand? Prabhupada said, and also scripture says, wife should think that husband as representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You understand? That is stated in Shastra.
Seems a little hard. Women brought up in the West, conditioned a certain way, to all of a sudden change from one conditioning where they're kind of like being treated equal as men, and all of a sudden comes the Vedic.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, that is Western mentality. But you are taken to this path, accepted this path, accepted spiritual master, you are learning this Vedic way, you understand? So you should amend yourself. Because this is Vedic teaching. You understand? A woman cannot be equal with a man. You understand? In Vedas it is not mentioned such thing. You understand? It is stated, Kavita Bonita Lota, Vina Asre Navartante Kavita Bonita Lota. One saying is that Bonita means woman. Lata means creeper. You understand? Kavita means poem. They want some support. Without support they cannot remain. You understand? So this is scriptural saying. You understand? So they always need support. They are always dependent. Women are always dependent. They can never be independent. My spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, has said many things about this. In so many conversations, he has said, how can you be equal with the man? You have to be a child. The man will never be a child. Then how can you be equal? You see? You cannot be equal. You understand? So, it is Krishna's creation. You understand? Krishna is created like that. The woman's body and male body, there is difference. Mentality is different. Everything different. You understand? So, in all circumstances, the woman is dependent, while she is not married, she is dependent on her parents. She is under the control of her parents. When she gets married, she is dependent on her husband. She is under the control of her husband. When husband leaves home, you understand, accepts pravarja. Pravarja, that means leaves home, becomes banprasti, renounced home. So at that time, the woman is dependent on her grown-up son. You understand? And the husband's duty is to produce child. You understand? Therefore they have established this relationship of husband and wife relationship. Evam bevayo prodaya narati. Bible says, bevayo means we are married. Woman has accepted husband or husband has accepted the wife in order to produce Krishna Bhakta, devotee sons or daughters, very good progeny. You understand? Not for sexual pleasure, narati. That Bhagavatam says. So, as soon as you produce nice children, then there is a light, then both husband and wife should take to this instruction. And now we have children. It is our duty to take care of them, give them nice education, maintain them. No more children. No more children. Now we'll lead the life of brahmachari and brahmacharis. Brahmacharyam, that is the first thing in Grihastha. You understand? One day I was telling that thing in Srimad Bhagavatam Canto, instruction of Krishna. You understand? In Grihastha duty. So both of them should take this instruction and lead such life. And chanting, engaging themselves in Krishna's service, chanting, studying, leading very strict life. You understand? This our example is Devabhuti, Garbhamuni and Devabhuti. You understand? As soon as Kapradev was born and grew up, Garbhamuni left. So Kapradev, he was Supreme Personality of Godhead, so he taught our mother, his mother, Devabhuti, gave her Sankhya, Jnana, knowledge. Then he left. Couple Dev left. Then Devahuti stayed there in that ashram, Kardamuni ashram. You understand? Devahuti stayed in Kardamuni's ashram and thought of teachings of her son, Prabhupada, and engaged herself in the devotional service and spent the rest of her life. This is our instruction. Srimad Bhagavatam says so. So we should do like that. The woman should not leave home. Husband, male person should leave home. As soon as he does this thing, his duty, giving her son. You understand? Nice son. The son grows up, educated, qualified enough to take charge, maintain. You understand? So at that stage, the woman is dependent on her son. So at every stage of life, woman is dependent. She cannot be independent. That Shastra says, Sadhu Shastra Guru. So we should accept it. We should not think of like that. Because I have woman's body anyhow. It is my previous karma, whatever it may be. The Krishna has given me this body, so this is my duty. One should take to this thing. You understand, Kun? Rasaswini Devi Dasi. Huh? Yes. Don't be wild and like a jungle animal. Are you a jungle animal? Wild animal? You are a human being. When accepted spiritual master, taken to this Krishna consciousness, path of Krishna consciousness, you have good intelligence, nice consciousness. Do you understand? Don't behave like that. Mend yourself. Be nice. Good devotee. Good disciple. Behave nicely. Serve nicely. Krishna, Guru, Gauranga. And be devoted when you have accepted it. Vaishnava husband, be devoted to him. Do you understand? That is the instruction of Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. Husband means master. Do you understand? Swami means Prabhu, master. Do you understand? So, his master. Therefore, and Bhagavatam says, the Vaishnava husband is the representative of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Have you read that? Srimad Bhagavatam? No, haven't read it. I told you. Read Kapila Devahuti. Mukaddam Muni Devahuti. Prabhupada's purport. Very nice purport. Prabhupada said, if husband is Vaishnava, the wife should be devoted, thinking he must be representative of Supreme Personality of Godhead. If husband is not a Vaishnava, a non-Vaishnava, a demon, and wife is a Vaishnava, so in that case, wife may reject such husband. Wife may reject such husband. You understand? But she should not accept another husband. No. She should not accept another husband. No. She should be very strict, lead very strict life as brahmachari. You understand? Yes. That is instruction of Prabhupada. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. You understand? If husband is a demon, not Vaishnava, he should be rejected, but the woman should not accept another husband. No. He has said this thing. Have you read that thing? Read it very carefully. attentively and see what has been said. Very nice instructions. You understand, Swami? If you have some problem, some question, some doubt, you should ask me. Clarify your doubts. You understand? So whatever Guru says, that should be accepted. You understand? Don't act like a wild jungle animal. No. You are not a jungle animal. You are human being. Vaishnavi. Huh? You have Guru, accepted Guru, spiritual master, trained up in this path of Krishna consciousness. You have been taught, nice teachings are given, imparted. It's not expected of a woman of such category. You understand? Yes, she has accepted Guru, Vaishnava Guru. She is under the control of a Vaishnava Guru. She is treading this path of devotional service. She has accepted a Vaishnava husband, and both of them are under one Guru. So, this is a nice opportunity been given by the mercy of Krishna. Act like a Vaishnava or Vaishnavi, a devotee, a sane person, not an insane. You understand? You understand? This is Swami. Yes. Don't act like that. This is my instruction to you. I heard complaints from your husband that you act wildly. Sometimes you act wildly. That's not good. You are a nice devotee, my disciple. This is very shocking to me. You understand? Don't do like that. All right? If you have any question, any doubt, ask me. Clarify your doubts. You are not a jungle animal. You are most civilized human being, Vaishnavi. You understand? Yes, don't do like that. Thereby, spiritual master will be displeased. The Krishna automatically will be displeased on you. Nobody will be pleased. You understand? Don't act like that. Problems are there, this material world. Material existence is like that. You understand? It's full of problems. Full of problems. Every step there is a problem. Problems are there. All of us face problems. But those who are devotees, those who are under the control of spiritual masters, they know how to solve the problems. You understand? How to solve the problem. Problems will come and that will be solved. We have been taught how to solve. If you can't understand, ask. Can't think of, ask your spiritual master. He will tell you. You understand? Don't act whimsically. Don't act like a jungle animal. No. Act nice, behave nicely. You understand? In a civilized way, Vaishnava way.